Oh my gosh, Facebook stole all your data? Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Zach, and today I am talking to you guys about Facebook and privacy. Yeah, you guys probably already know what's going on with Facebook, right? You're not new to this, are you? You guys go on the interwebs and read about things and maybe watch the news or see the paper. Who knows what you do? Sure, you've heard about it. Yeah, Facebook is in a lot of trouble right now because everybody says, oh, Facebook stole my data and then they sold it and all this other stuff in regards to Facebook and data. So if you're completely unfamiliar with what's going on with Facebook, they had a company called Cambridge Analytica that basically was harvesting data. That's essentially a roundup of what was happening, right? They were gathering all of this information about all of the users, and then things happened, right? We don't have to go into details about that. You guys can go out on the internet and really look into it and see what happened. Everybody's all up in arms about this, and they shouldn't be. I mean, they can. That's fine. Go ahead and be all up in arms about it. But the fact of the matter is, you signed up for Facebook. You agreed to their terms and services. You did this. Not me, not Facebook, not Cambridge Analytica. You agreed to it. Yeah, you agreed to all of their stupid little terms and conditions. Now everybody's all up in arms, right? Well, they shouldn't be taking my data, and they shouldn't be doing this, and they shouldn't be doing that, right? That's fine. Okay, not a problem. Facebook's not the problem. Not the problem at all. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of companies that take your data. And who knows what they do with it? You don't know what they do with it. I don't know what they do with it. I'm sure some of the people who work for these companies don't even know what they do with the data that they pull from users. Anytime you download an app on your smartphone, you can see the permissions that you have to accept, especially on Android devices. You have to allow access to your microphone, and you have to allow access to your contacts, and you have to allow access to this and that. And this could be just for a game. Why does a game want access to your microphone, to your contacts, to your pictures maybe? Why? For what reason? The game might have nothing to do with needing a microphone, needing access to your contacts or pictures. But why is it asking for access to those specific things? Data. They want your data. Everybody wants your data. In this world, if you don't want people to access your data from your phone, there's one simple thing that you can do. Phone? Gone. You don't need a phone. Get rid of your phone, because they track you. They track your data. They track what you're doing. Is it illegal? Well, that really depends on your definition of illegal versus legal. If you look at their terms and conditions very, very carefully, that you really don't, you would see these are the reasons why you are, agreeing to give us access to each and every different, thing that you might have, right? And Facebook has the same thing. Here's why you are giving us access to this, that, and the other, and letting us see your location and letting us see all of the data, right? If you sign up for Facebook Messenger, it asks you, do you want Facebook Messenger to manage your SMS on your phone? Do you want it to take over the text messaging portion of your phone? If you say yes to that, Facebook now has all of your text messages. Now, is that illegal? Is that shady? Is that bad? I mean, no, because you agreed to it. You agreed to let Facebook manage your SMS. So they have all of your text messages. What they do with it, who knows? And that's why if you, as a person who values your privacy, who values your data, get rid of your phone. Get off the internet. There are probably very few websites out there that are not harvesting data from you. There are probably very few applications out there that are not harvesting data from you. So if you value your privacy and you value your data, get off the internet. Get a regular flip phone, because these are the types of devices and things and tools that harvest data. And that's fine. That's what today's technology world and our world in general revolves around, is data. Everybody wants data. Data, data, data. Give me all the data that you can. There was just an article yesterday that I read about Facebook working with hospitals They wanted to, this is absolutely insane, get information about patients from hospitals. They didn't want names. They just wanted, specific types of illnesses, demographics in relation to patients from hospitals. They were literally working with hospitals to get this type of information, which could essentially be a HIPAA violation in its own right. Seriously. They wanted this information. So if a person was a smoker and they had heart disease and they had brown hair and they had brown eyes and they lived in, say, Seattle, right? Just throwing it out there, right? They were going to essentially take that criteria and match it with somebody on Facebook. That's what was going to happen. And based off this article that I read, could be true, might not be true, who knows? It's the internet. Everything you read on the internet's true, right? Right. It was from a valid resource though, so probably was true. But that's besides the point. They were literally taking this data to match with people on Facebook. So that essentially becomes, in my opinion, from what I can see, could be a HIPAA violation on the hospital end, because they're giving over patient information. They may not necessarily be giving over the patient's name or address, phone number, or, any very identifying information aside from their medical history, right? But based off of what Facebook is doing with harvesting data, they're able to match people's medical history, medical illnesses, things like that, match that with a Facebook profile. So you can put it together. Now that's insane to me, right? Now that is just absurd. Like, it's great. That's cool that you can do that. Should you be doing that? Probably not. But that's what technology is coming to these days. This is what people want nowadays. If this is what Facebook is doing, the largest social media website in the world, can you imagine what other websites and other applications, other companies are doing that just it hasn't become apparent yet? We don't know. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I have stated these facts, because now they are facts, for many years. It's what it is. It's a war on data. Everybody wants data. So if you don't want your data out there, get rid of your phone. Get off the internet and go cry to somebody else, because nobody cares. Nothing is probably going to happen to Facebook. And you know what? If something does happen to Facebook, something happens to Facebook. There's no more Facebook. The next best thing comes around and does the same thing. It's just the world that we live in right now. This is just like a quick update, and this is basically like a vlog, if you will, on what's going on with Facebook and privacy right now, because there's nothing that's private right now. It's a world that's not private, basically. If you're on the internet and you have a smartphone, your life is not private. That's the truth. So anyway, that's all I had for you guys today. If you want to leave a comment to this video, I'd always greatly appreciate that. But if you don't, because, people are watching you, I understand that too. Anyway, as always, take it easy.